All right, welcome. This is going to be a 30-minute core class followed by a 30-minute sculpt version of Muvirasana. So we're going to be already warmed up. So we'll go right into the work part of Muvirasana. All you need is a towel today, or a t-shirt, or something a belt, scarf, something that you can take your hands a little wider than your shoulders and get that resistance. So if you're on the floor, go ahead and stand up on your feet. Please play your own music. And you can put your towel down. You don't need it right now. Let's foundation. I know the last few classes I haven't set up the foundation. So please look down at your second toes. Make sure they're pointing forward, and put those second toes underneath your hip points. So right those little bony bits in the front. Let your hands float by your sides. Seal your lips if you can, and start to breathe naturally in and out through your nose. Just getting connected to our bodies using our breath. And continue to breathe at your own pace. Go ahead and spread all 10 toes nice and wide. Welcome, Catherine, we're just getting started. All 10 toes nice and wide. Feel the inner edges and the outer edges of both feet firmly into the mat. Nice. Inhale, crown of the head reaches for the sky. As you exhale, firm up your quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes. Abdominals are strong. We're starting with 30 minutes of your core today, which I always say go from the knees to the armpit. So breathe into that center space once again. And then start to move the arms. Externally rotate your palms facing outward. And then as you inhale, send your hands up over your head. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Flip your palms and exhale your hands all the way back down. Again, at your own breathing patterns. You might be going faster or slower than me. A couple more just like that. Feel the earth beneath your feet as you move your arms. So stay connected. And one or two more depending on your speed. Nice. Take your hands to a T, micro bend your knees for me, and I want you to keep your hip points pointing forward. As you exhale, rotate to your right. Inhale, center, and exhale, rotate to your left. So imagine you have a broomstick over your shoulders and your one arm cannot lead. So I actually focus on my back arm. So say my right arm going back right now as the leader. So that one arm isn't making an L shape. You're just really trying to focus on the waistline, hips and knees pointing forward. You only have one more, and we're gonna make our way down to the floor pretty quickly here. So come to the back of your area, take one deep breath, again, feeling the foundation for your feet. Exhale all the way down, tap the ground. You're gonna climb it down, literally just come down to your hands and your knees. We're not even going to a plank yet. Shoulders wide over your wrists, hips right over your knees. You can point your toes if you'd like, and do a couple cat and cows. Exhale, press. So now the foundation are your knees instead of your feet and your palms. Inhale, let your belly drop, heart moves forward, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round. Contract your abdominals. So let your abdominals initiate that movement. And one more on your own, maybe two more if you're going really fast. All good. Perfect. Find your neutral spine, natural curve of the lower back. I want you to inhale your right arm forward, and your hand is like in a handshake. So your bicep is right by your ear. Take your left foot back, so we're in that bird dog position, but listen carefully. Exhale, right arm, left leg go lateral, so now you're in a diagonal line, and then take it back to center. You have 4 more of those. Inhale, abdominals nice and strong. Exhale, 3 more, open to that diagonal line. Maintaining that neutral spine. You have 2 more. Don't forget about your hand foundation. 1 more, full range of motion. And now take your arm and leg out to that diagonal line again. Right arm right, left leg left. And now you're going to do this cross under. Tap the knee twice, but you send your arm and leg out to that diagonal. So send the arm and leg to that diagonal. 2 taps below you. Inhale for that extension. Again, feeling the roundness coming from your abdominal wall. So again, you can go faster than I'm going, but you're working on a little bit of balance and this movement coming from your core musculature. All right, one more, and then we're gonna put those two moves together. Did you forget what the first move was? Take your arm out and leg straight. You're gonna send it right back into that straight line, bicep by your ear, open it up, and then two taps. So that's your move. Double tap, extend, move the arm and the leg back to midline, take it open, double tap, extend. Nice, you guys, yep. Keeping your abs nice and tight. Remember, you're going, when you extend your arm and leg straight, you're in neutral spine. You're not in hyperextension. Couple more just like that. You should start feeling a little bit of the rear delt, back of the shoulder, also your upper back. Last one, finishing in that traditional bird dog position, bicep by the ear, leg into the midline, and then pulse up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Exhale, exhale. Keep going. You should be feeling your left glute. Your neck is long. Ooh, you guys look great. Good job. Beautiful. 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, hand and knee to the mat. Take your knees wide, toes together. Let's just sit in a quick little child's pose here. Take your hands in that karate chop position. And I want you to sit back a little bit more than a yoga child's pose. So I'm more in shell, a Pilates shell. So pull your abdominals in like you're making room for a basketball to be under your belly. And take 2 deep breaths and feel your skin stretch in your back body. So using our diaphragm to expand, stretching you from the inside out. Come right back up to tabletop. Foundation the hands, shoulders over the wrist crease, hips right over your kneecaps, so make that so. 2 cat and cows, just around, just kind of shake out our lower back from the last set. You go at your own pace, finish up one more. Nice, everybody, great. Again, finding neutral, so natural curve of the low back, the mid back, and your neck. Once you're done looking at what we're doing, send your left hand, this should be your other hand, forward, right foot back, hold. Reconfirm that neutral spine once you start moving. So your arm and leg go diagonal, and then they hug back into the midline. This is how we started. So you inhale, you open about maybe 6 to 12 inches, and close. Inhale, open. So you're challenging that balance, challenging your strength. And your leg, by the way, is so straight that it should quiver a little bit. So I happen to be pointing my toe, but you can flex your foot if you want. Pressing with the pointer finger, thumb, try to keep a little bit of pressure off your wrist. Using your breath, again, you're going at your pace, not mine. Nice, everybody, looking at the top of your mat, you look great. So do 2 more, and then you're gonna hold that open. So you hold the open when you finish your second rep, second to last rep. Hold. Now you're going to do 2 taps. So from that diagonal line, double tap elbow to knee and reach back out. So it's double tap. Your hands going to about 10 o'clock. Yes. Nice job. Good. Relaxing through the face, the neck. Put all that tension into your midline. It can handle it. Woo. Keep it going. Double tap. Really contract the abdominal. That's why I have you double tap there. It gives you time so you don't just rush through that contraction. 2 more, and then we're putting it together. 1 more just like that. Pop, pop. All right, you're holding your diagonal line. Exhale everything to center. Inhale, open, and then exhale, double tap. There we go. Diagonal line. Exhale. Bird dog. Diagonal. Double tap. Again, you can absolutely go faster than I'm going, just so long as you're feeling each position. Nice, you guys. Good job. Woo. You have 3 more. 3 more of those rounds, we'll call them. Take your time. If you finish before I do, just hold bird dog or do another extra set. Woo. All right, you're holding in the center right there. Push down, pointer finger, thumbs. Contract your abdominals even more and lift your arm and leg up an inch, down an inch. Wow, I'm quivering. Can you straighten your leg more? Can you contract your straight leg quad? I bet you can. 10, 9, good job. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, nice work. 3, 2, oh my gosh, come on down. Why was that so hard? Sit back on your heels, and instead of doing the karate chops, put your finger pads on the mat and tent your hands. So you have tented hands. Breathe, big breaths into your back body, into your back. Relax your face, relax your neck. All right, let's spin around. Let's get to the meat of this core series. So you're gonna spin around onto your rear, go ahead and roll down. And you're gonna take your towel and just drape it over your body for later, so we don't have to reach for it. So I literally just have it on my body. Go ahead and bring both knees up. Exhale your low back into the mat. So we just did a ton of work in neutral spine. So now we're going into flat back work. So go ahead and imprint your low back into the floor. Your knees are directly over your hips. Hands on your thighs. You can point or flex, doesn't matter to me. And push. So some of you already knew where we were headed with this. You're pushing. Hands into thighs and thighs into hands. Your head can stay down. That's the good news. So relax your face. Exhale. Every time you exhale, you're gonna do an extra abdominal contraction, right? Your abs are already braced. So pushing, and just so we don't get too bored, just start pumping right and left leg. Pump, 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 pump. You can think of pulling, 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 pulling. This should be super intense, by the way. Super intense. Yes, hello, hip flexors. Whew. Keep pushing and pulling, you guys. If your low back is popping up, that would be a cue for you to not push as hard on your thighs. Maybe you don't even need your hands on your thighs. Maybe it's tough enough just to pump the legs. That's great. 8 more. 7, 6 seconds. Nice. Keep breathing. Navel into lower back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So level 1, you're going to put your left foot on the floor and you're going to keep your right knee up. This is in begin. Everyone start with level 1. You're going to take your left hand across your right thigh, right hand behind your head, just curl straight up. So don't even do that little twist to the side. Just curl straight up and push your hand into your right thigh. So left hand to right thigh. Again, low back is down into the floor. You're trying to relax your head. I'm bringing my head up because I want my shoulders to come up to get a little bit of forward flexion. If this is too much in your neck, just keep your head down. It's all good. So your choice. 5, 4, 3. Level 1, stay here. Level 2, you're just taking your bottom foot, that's my left foot, straight up in the air. That's just level 2. Easy, right? Holding. Level 3, you probably know what's happening. You're taking that straight leg down a little or a lot. So you can go from level like 2.2. You know, the lower your leg goes, you get closer to 3. So you can adjust that. Keep pushing your hand into your thigh. Low back is down. Yep, if you need to regress, just bring your leg up or put your foot on the ground for 8, 7, you got it guys, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, remember this shape. Just put your head down and take a moment for yourself. Now, we got that oblique fired up. Take your hands in your towel. My hands are wider than the shoulders. And going back to my position. So I'm going back to level 3. But if you want to put your foot down or up in the sky, that's you. So I'm going to start with 2. I'm going to go down to 3. You're going to I'm tearing the towel apart as I rotate to the right and then back to center. So I'm going over that front thigh without falling over. That's you breathing. Inhale back to center. So I'm playing tug of war with my hands. I don't like it, by the way. It kind of sucks, but I'm doing it anyways. Ah, nice, nice, nice. If you have a straight leg, whether it's level 2 or 3, I want it straight. I don't want just funky bent knee. 4 more. And 3. Nice, you guys. Remember, head can always be down. 2. Hold this last one over. Hold it over. Your bent knee pulls in. So if you're at level 1 with your foot on the ground, it's still pumping in. I'm tearing my towel apart. I'm curling my chest up towards my pumping thigh. So it's the bent knee. It's my right knee. 8, 7, good job. 6, 5, hang in there. 4, 3, we'll rest the neck in 2, and 1. So just put the towel down. We're still gonna go to this right side for one more half a bicycle. So hands behind the head for support. Shoulders are up. I'm just kicking my left leg. So I'm still rotating towards that right thigh. Here we go, count down for 10, 9, if you're level 1, 8, you're just doing the upper body, 7, 6, level 2, same thing, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good job. So I was rotating to my right side. So I'm rolling onto my right side now. So I'm just saying that in case some of you are going left. So I'm still gonna work this right side. We're going into a side plank, team. So shoulders right over the elbow. Now, if you're new to me, notice what my bottom hand is doing. It's not straight forward. I externally rotate it because that sets your scapula properly on your ribs. My knees are right below me. Come on up. So level 1, you extend your top leg out, and this is just a supported side plank. Shoulders directly over your elbow. Hold here. Level 2, you take your back foot behind you. Level 3, you're stacking the feet. Everybody's squeezing their glutes, and we're gonna go down inch, up an inch. But really work the up. So again, this isn't anything fancy. Just getting more work on our lateral, I guess it's not lateral flexion, it's lateral contraction. Good, make sure your head is not dangling down. Nice, 10 like that, 9, 8, 7, there's bonus at the end, 6, 5, abdominals pulled in, 4, 3, you're holding up. Everybody can do this whether you're on your knee or not. If you want, top hand goes up, top leg goes up. If you want, hold 10, push 9, hips higher, 8, 7, there we go, 6, 5, breathing, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Woo. Alrighty, we're just spinning around to the second side. I think I could do an hour of core, but I promise you we'll only do a half hour. So lay on down, let the towel just rest on your body for easy grab. Go ahead and bring your knees up. We're gonna go through the first part faster. So hands on the thighs, push and pull, push and pull, push and pull, low back is down. Start pumping out right away, because I know it's your second side, but it's the same abdominals. So we're already crazy fatigued. 8, 7, 6, nice, 5, 4, you got this, 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm gonna curl up. So hands go behind the head. Now it's my right hand going to my left thigh. I'm pushing into my left thigh, holding, holding, holding. This is putting level 1 as a foot on the ground. Sorry about that. So you can go level 1. Now I'm looking at the camera, so that's why I'm twisted towards you guys. But really, I want your chest square to the sky. Yep, that was nice. Good. Nice job, Catherine. I see you. And then level 2 is just legs straight up in the air, just taking out that support. Level 3, if you're not there yet and you want to, go for it. Leg goes down below you, or anywhere in between 2 and 3, right? You can lift your leg up. Woo! Keep it going, keep it going. 5 like that. 4, imprint your low back into the ground. 3, and 2, take a moment for yourself, rest. Grab your towel. That's more rest for your neck, I think. Take your hands a little wider than the shoulders. So you're gonna curl up. Now you're rotating the side, but I'm pulling the towel apart. I'm pulling my hands apart. So level 1 is here. Level 2, leg up. Level 3, it's down below you. And you're doing this little curl, little crunch over to the left side. Yes, if this is too much for the neck, ditch the towel. Well, technically you could put the towel behind your head and do this if you'd like, but I'm not pulling them on my head. So if you're taking this variation, please don't pull on your head. Yes, nice. If you have your hands out towards your thigh, you're tearing the towel still for 8, 7, 6, 5, you got this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ditch the towel, hands go behind your head. It's that single arm, single leg curl. So I'm actually curling, and that my straight leg, because I'm at level 3, is moving in and out. If you're at level 2, your leg can just stay up, and if you're at level 1, your foot just stays on the floor. So that would just be the upper body moving. You can also do that with level 3 if you'd like, if it gets too confusing with the knee. You got 8, 7, good job. 6, 5, 4, relax your face for 3, nice job, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys, all the way down. Take a quick wall-to-wall stretch before we go on to our forearm, and now roll. So now I'm on my left side. I was just working my left side, so now I rolled onto my left side. Shoulder over the elbow, again, my hand is slightly externally rotated. I come up on the knees, you can extend that foot. You can take the foot behind for level 2. You can stack the feet for level 3. Hand can be up, hand can be down, and down inch, up an inch. So you're working this bottom side, and I came up and my elbow went underneath me. So just be really, yeah, that was nice. Yep, check yourself out. Make sure your elbow or it's really your shoulder that moves forward. Make sure you got those stacked joints. I'm clenching my glutes right now, and I'm keeping my abs as tight as I can get them. Nice, go for the up. Go really big on the up. Think 2 inches up, 1 inch down. I know that doesn't really make sense, but take big up. Good, 5, and then you're holding 4, 3, 2, hold here. Ready, top arm can go up. Option to take the leg up. You got a 10-second hold. Even if you're on your knee, you can do this. I see some of you are moving the leg, that's awesome. For 5, 4, 3, hips higher, 2, and down. Ah! All right, rolling onto your back. Whew. Okay. Just roll out, literally roll out your back. So you're on your back and you're rolling out your back a little bit. Alrighty, from here, make sure your towel's sort of close to you. If you want to put it on your belly again, you can. It's up to you. All right, so we're going to start without the arms, and then we're going to add the arms. So you're going to curl into a tight little ball. This is very much Pilates. And then you're going to send your legs out with your arms down by your sides. So I want you to exhale, curl, and notice my hips are coming up. Press out. I'm actually going to exhale when I extend my legs. Yes, if you need a hand for support, absolutely. Put one hand to support your head and neck. You can totally keep your head on the ground, but sometimes that's straining for the front of the neck. It can be when you shoot your legs out. 2 more, just like that. 1 more. Alrighty, option to have your head down on this. So if you want to keep your head down, it's totally fine. We're working in opposition. I'm tearing the towel apart. Tear, tear, tear. I'm gonna inhale, extend, exhale, back in that little ball. So you can keep your shoulders up for sure. Extend, ball. Now when I'm in the ball, I'm literally trying to get my butt up off the ground. So it's not just bringing the knees in. I could do that all day long. It's much harder for me to contract my abs and get my sacrum up off the floor. Nice, yep, you can totally do this with your head down. 2 more, just like that. Rip your towel apart, you guys. 1 more, I want you to hold your ball. Hold in the tuck, hold in the tuck. If you can, lift your head if you haven't already. You should be shivering, shaking, shaking, shaking. And then just the lower body comes in an inch, in an inch, in, just the lower half. Tear your towel, everybody, tear it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, try to get your shoulders up a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop. Nice. Put the towel down. We'll rest the neck. I can't even talk. We'll rest the neck right here. Take your legs out into an X or a low V. Arms are up. So there's your X position. You're going to keep your head down. It's going to be your left leg and your right arm. You're going to take, again, that diagonal, that cross body work with the head down. So sometimes we do this where you roll on the arm, but I want you to be focusing not only on your middle, but on your left, the straight leg adductor, your inner thigh. So I have a slight external rotation. Inhale, exhale. Using that opposite leg to help ground you. Nice, you guys, good. Inhale, exhale. You have 5 more. And 4. Option to curl up on the last, after the last 2 more. Hold this one up. Hold, you can just hold, this is still work, or you're gonna lift your head up. I have my fingers on my leg and you're going up an inch, down inch. So I'm personally trying to touch my inner ankle. I'm not getting there, but I sure am trying. Lift, lift, abdominals down for 5, 4, short set, 3, you got this, 2, and down, nicely done. Take a moment for yourself. Again, X out your body. Take one more deep breath, allow your belly to expand on that inhale. Ribs move laterally, you might even feel your back body pressing the floor. All right, head can stay down, that's my gift to you. You're gonna take your right leg and your left hand together in that diagonal line. So you open and you close. You can take your right arm, by the way, directly out to your side instead of in an X. Good. Notice if your left hip is popping up. So I'm keeping my head down on this one. This is so we don't strain our neck for the entire core series. Good, just relax it. For whatever reason, this leg is way more fatigued than my first leg. Can you straighten? I'm using my right leg, so can you straighten your working leg completely? Completely. If you're flexing your foot, that might help you feel more of the contraction, but you can absolutely do it with a pointed toe like I'm doing. Woo, you got 4 more, guys. 4 more, and then we lift the shoulders as an option. 3, 2, I want you to hold this one up if you can. Hold. Now just your upper body, you're reaching. So the only reason my head happens to be moving is because my shoulders are lifting and my finger is dragging or drawing up and down the inner part of my leg. 8 more. 7, this is it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, oh my gosh. Take a breath. All right, you ready to start class? Just kidding. Take your legs down below you, arms up above you. Inhale there. As you exhale, just walk your feet in gently. Those of you that are comfortable rocking and rolling, please start your rock and roll. And we're just making our way into downward dog. So you make your way into downward dog safely. Foundation your hands so that your pinky, if you're on a yoga mat, I want the edge of your pinky finger to be touching the yoga mat. Try that out. Feet hip bone width apart like we set up at the top of this class. Bend your knees deeply, and as you exhale, you shoot into your plank. So set up your toes so that your shoulders are over the wrist crease, and then bend the knees, crouching cat, and forward. So we're easing out of core. I mean, the whole class is core. So we're easing out of dedicated core. This is still working. Trying to keep your upper arm bones, your humerus, anchored into the shoulder girdle as you shift back and as you shift forward. Inhale, exhale. 2 more just like that. Hold back, hold your crouching cat. Go ahead and straighten one leg at a time and just make it feel kind of juicy. Open up those hamstrings. You can play around with it. See if your shoulders start to creep up. And if they did, slide them back down again. 1 more on each side. Good job. I want you to walk your hands backwards. So use your abdominals. Walk your hands back. If you have to bend your knees, that's fine, but go to the back of your area. Soften your knees, catch your elbows, and sway. Sway it out. Reach for your towel and slowly roll it up, please. Good job. Alrighty, I'm going to try not to fall off the back of these stairs. That'll be fun for you guys though if I do. All right, feet hip width apart. And we're gonna start with squat. So we're gonna you'll see elements of the warm up, of the move your asana warm up, but we're gonna be using a towel. So tear your towel apart. As you squat, your arms go over your head. So sit into that neutral spine, knees are over the toes. So just check yourself out and make sure that's true for you. Every time you stand up, you're contracting, right? You're not just going through the motions. Classes are too short for you to go through the motions. Yes. Again, if you have a wider, longer towel than I have and you need to free up some space in your shoulders, go wide, crazy wide. Nice, 2 more just like that. I want you to hold down. You're gonna see a lot of rows later. Take your hands lower than the shoulders, and I want you to start rowing So rip the towel apart laterally as you bend your elbows. Towel goes towards your chest. It's probably not touching your chest. Now while we're here, since the lower half isn't doing anything, it is, but you might not be focusing on it, I want you to focus on trying to spread your mat apart with your feet. So not your knees, I want that lateral resistance coming from your feet while you do the rows. Yes. So you should feel your outer hips and glutes. Nice, everybody. Keep your neck neutral so you don't have to look at the screen the whole time. 5 more. And 4, 3, beautiful. 2, and 1. Now, if you're not at the top of your area, please get there. I'm going to take a little step. And you're going to step your, let's say, right foot back. Go into that traditional 90-90 lunge. So front knee sort of over the front ankle. Back knee's definitely under the hip, so it's not way back here. Arms over your head. You do that side bend to your left, center, and then step forward. Listen, row, step back, 90-90 lunge. You're upright. Do the side bend to your left, step forward. You're in a squat and row. So I'm never really standing up. Here I get the length of my upper body. I do a row. I'm bending my left elbow, by the way, on that row. I step forward and I do a double row. Keep going. So this is what my elbow is doing on that lateral. I'm bending my left elbow. Nice, everybody. So demi squat, lunge, lateral bend, demi squat row. Yes, step back 90-90 lunge, lateral bend. Awesome. Yes. Are your abs tight? When you're in that demi squat, are you scrubbing your feet laterally for that row? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Nice, you guys. Ooh, that looks great. One more round. So just get through this last round. And then you're going to step forward, holding here. So I'm definitely going to be at the front of my area for this one. So I'm still stepping my right foot back, but watch. This is more of a runner's lunge, right? Yep. And then your hands just come down, arms come down as you tap your toe in. So I'm still loading my left glute, my left thigh. So you guys, I'm not coming upright. I'm not coming upright like crescent lunge. I'm staying in this hinged lunge. So make a that was perfect correction. Good. Diagonal line. Hello, left booty cheek. And my shoulders. Are you feeling your shoulders, you guys? If you're not feeling your shoulders, try tearing your towel more. 8 more like that. And 7. And 6. 5. This is move number 1 out of 3. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a second for yourself. Straighten your front leg. That's my gift to you. Okay, you ready? Here's not the gift. You're gonna push off your back toes. Your hands come down. And you're gonna row as you bring your back knee in. So you're balancing. Basically, it's a warrior 3 or airplane. And I'm rowing as I bring the back knee in. Yes, you can bend your front knee too. So if you want to go into a deep little ball, you can. Deep little ball and out. Let's see it. Yes, we're still on the same leg. Good. Only 4 more because we got lots of stuff to do. 3. Good, Anna. Bend those elbows, girl. 2. 1. Now watch, you guys. You're going to reach down. I don't care how much you bend your front knee, but touch the floor. Send that top leg to the sky. This would be a standing stick if you're in a yoga class. Now I'm going to come down and do a fakey lunge, so I'm not touching the ground. And up. Some people call that like a Shiva lunge. Now if you're more flexible than I am, which I bet you are, your toe is going to touch the ceiling. So the lower you get your head, the closer or the better chance you have of touching your toe to the ceiling. 2 more like that. Contract your abdominals. And up. 1 more good one. And up. Listen carefully. Put the back foot down. Climb up. We're not stretching yet, but I am letting you shake out your butt cheek. So those were 3 moves we're going to put together, and then we'll move on after that. All right, so where did we start? We started in this crescent lunge position. It's actually a hinged crescent. So do this with me. We're going to do all 3 in a row, and you just keep circuiting. Okay, ready? You come in, you tap out, you hinge, You do that little row into a little balancing ball. Your hands touch the ground. You do that Shiva lunge and up, and then you hinge back into your warrior. That was it. Tap, hinge, row. That's your airplane ball. Hands meet the ground, standing stick. You do a fakie lunge, toe goes to the sky. You bend your front knee as you go back into crescent. Why the heck did I program this? That's so hard. Here we go. Row. Woo. Hands go down. Boom. You only have 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. Step in and back. Balance. Hopefully your butt cheek isn't going to explode right now. Finishing up your last round. And yes, we're stretching it when you get there. You're welcome. Hinge. Row into a ball. Hands go down. All right, guys, step your back foot back with your, so it's my right toes. They're going to about 2 o'clock. Hands, you can throw the towel down on the ground. Hands go on your front thigh. And I want you to shift your left hip back. So your hips are very square. Contract your front quadricep under your hands. Inhale, get length in your spine. Exhale, hinge. So no rounding, not yet. You will. 1 more, then you get to round, I promise. Walk your hands down. That's when you start folding, contracting your abs. If you want to touch the ground, great. Keep breathing. Relax your face. Let your head just dangle. And imagine anything that you don't need today or in your life in general, just let it kind of drip off your head into the floor. Take a breath. Bend your front knee a little bit more and then straighten. Do 2 more of those. Bend and straighten. Yowza. Nice. All right, step your front foot to back foot. Reach for your towel. Roll it up. I can't even put weight on that foot. It's so sore right now. So we'll do 1 more stretch for it. So I'm not going to be mirroring you right now. I'm not. So it's my left leg. So put your hands on your hips. So whatever leg you just worked, you're going to stretch that one. So it's my left, which is going to look like right to you. Flex your foot. Hips go back. Relax your shoulders. So again, this is a balancing move. If you need your arms for balance, you need to hold on to a friend or the wall. Great. Let that knee just open. If you want to put your hand there and put a gentle pressure to get more opening, for sure, do it. All right, I'm going to be crippled today after that. Let's do our second side so we don't walk in a circle all day. All righty. Feet hip width apart. Let's start. We're going to go right into that crescent lunge. So you're going to step your right foot to the, oh no, we're not. Woo. Yeah, you guys were like, no. Okay, I'm not going to forget about that 90-90 lunge. So let's just start in our chair pose. Take your arms down. We're going to row and just keep rowing. So I want you to just get an even pressure. Since we were focusing on one leg, I want even pressure on both feet, trying to rip the mat apart with your feet. Neutral spine. So the arms, you're pulling your hands to your chest. Good. Nice. Melissa, take your chin up a little bit for me, just a smidge. Yeah, just a little, half and half. Good, perfect. 4 like that. 3, 2, and 1. All right, your left foot is going backwards. You step into the 90-90 lunge. So just set this one up. Look at your knees, look at your feet. You're gonna pull that right elbow down to do that side bend. You go back to center, you step forward into that demi squat, and you do the row. Step back, you're upright. Bend. So I'm going a little slow because I'm really focused on trying to rip my towel apart. So I'm not going very fast. If I loosen my grip and the resistance, I can go really, really fast. But then I lose that piece, that strength piece that I really, really want. So you go at your pace. Your job, there's lots of them, but one of them in this lunge is to keep your front knee over the center of your foot. Squeeze your back glute on that one. So that means you do that pelvic tilt right here, opening up the left side body on that side bend. Nice. So I'm focused on my right leg here. So just know that this is your second leg, because I know I'm not mirroring you guys today. Good, do one more for me. That was your warm-up for this thigh. And now here's the doozy. All right, I'm gonna step to the front of my mat. My left foot goes back, so my right foot is forward, so make sure the knee's still over the foot. You're in this diagonal line, and your hand just goes to the knee. So I'm tearing the towel apart first. We're gonna get to that step in a second. Go 4 more, and 3, square off your pelvis, left hip forward, right hip back, and now you're gonna tap the back toe in as the towel comes down, and then over your head. Yes, yes. Keep gazing out in front of you, probably about 3 to 4 feet on the ground. Hinge forward, you guys, you're not upright at all. If you can help it. Yeah, I know that puts more load on the thigh, which is why we're doing that. 4 more, and 3. This is move number 1, 2, and 1. All right, move number 2, you're in your hinged crescent. You pick up your back foot, hands float to the mat, you do the row, and you go into a little ball as you row. Whoop, and try not to fall over. That's you breathing. So the higher, to be in that straight line, the higher you lift your foot in the back, the lower your chest needs to be, right? Just think about that. You have 5 more, go slow and controlled, rip the towel, and 4, and 3, woo, 2, and 1. Hands go to the floor, toe goes to the sky, unshrug your shoulders. You're gonna bend into a fakie lunge or a Shiva lunge where your knee goes behind the front calf, head goes down, toe goes up. There's your move. This is my bum hamstring, so I definitely cannot get any height in my leg. Woo. Bend, bend, bend. Contract your abdominals as you bend. So that essence of that cat stretch we did at the top of the class. Yes, nice. Keep going, keep going. Round and stretch. Remember, the lower your head goes, the higher your toe can get. 4 more, and 3, 2. All right, here's the full shebang. Step your foot back to the back of your mat. You're in this hinged warrior. You do 1 tap, hinge forward, you do the airplane into a little ball. Your hands meet the floor, and then you do that fakie lunge, toe goes to the sky. And then you step back to start that all over again. Step in, hinge, row. You can go faster than I'm going. I have to be really careful on this side so I don't rip my hamstring off my body. Yes. So you're gonna go for 40 more seconds instead of reps, because I'm going so slow, but that's the same amount of time you went through last time. Whew. Good, breathe. Knee stays over the center of the foot, guys. The whole time, angle on that airplane row, angle that back hip down so you can put your favorite drink on your backside. 15 more seconds. Stay strong, keep tearing that towel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Step the foot back so you're about 3 feet foot distance. If it's your left foot, your toes are going to 10 o'clock. Right hip pulls back. You can throw the towel down. Hands go on your quadricep. Breathe. Nice job. Now I want you to feel your thigh muscle contract underneath your hands. Take 1 more breath there, get length. And as you round, you can climb down to your shin or your foot or the floor. Your choice. I'm going shin on this side. Every time you inhale, try to go for length. Top of the head reaches for the floor. And as you exhale, contract your abdominals, contract that front thigh. Good job. Carefully bend the front knee. Bring your hands down to the floor. Oh no, sorry, let's come up first. I don't want to forget that stretch. Well, then we'll do that. So it's going to be your right leg, the leg you were just working. Put the ankle on the thigh, hands on the hips or to the sides, and hinge. Yep, stay there. We'll get to the floor in a second. Take the focus off of our butt and our legs. Alrighty, good job. Just step your foot next to your foundation foot, bend over, just make it to the floor any way you can. Start with your knees wide, feet together, and we're gonna ease into our push-ups, right? So sit back into your heels. My hands are a little wider than my shoulders, so my 3 of my fingers on each side are off the mat. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna bend the elbows. So this is easy, we're starting really easy. So even my strong peeps out there, just stay on the knees for 5 more. Inhale, exhale. If it's more comfortable for you to bring your heels up on that push-up, that's fine. It just depends on your floor. Good, couple more. Push with your thumbs, not your pinkies. 1 more. Alrighty, just come up onto your knees if you're comfortable with that. If you have sensitive knees, you can stay high. I'm gonna sit on my heels and just do a couple backstrokes. Give your shoulders some love, or yeah, shoulders for sure, but we're gonna start working our chest. So I want your hands, check this out. Can you see how wide my hands are? My fingers are pointing open. So when you bend your elbows, you make a box. Your elbows are over your wrists, if you can handle that. So that's gonna be your hand position. So my hands are well off my mat. Knees or toes, it's up to you, but here's the game. If you're on your knees, we'll start easy. It's down, you know, you've seen this before. Straighten your legs, bend the knees, and push up. So that's the game on your knees. You challenge yourself. Maybe you can't do both knees. Maybe you do 1 knee, and then you push up. And then the next rep, you do the other knee straight. It's up to you. My people on the toes, the game is going down. Tap the knees, straighten the legs, push up. I want your hands wide. Tap. You can even do the single knee just for fun. If you're bored, you can do the single knee tap. Let's see it, guys. Come on. Yes. I'm more concerned with your planks than your push-ups, aka bending the elbows. Go for 20 more seconds. Melissa, you are rocking those push-ups, girl. Nice, Catherine. I love that I cannot see your shoulders because your head is in the way, which is perfect. Keep going, Catherine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit on back. That was awesome, you guys. I'm so proud of you. Just hang out. I don't care what you do with your arms. Just do what makes you feel good. Big breaths, though, no matter what. Big breaths. Belly expands. If you're someone like me that grew up bracing, like I never let my belly out. Let it go. No one can see it. Just inhale, let your belly fall between the thighs. It's a bad habit I'm still trying to get out of. Good job. All right. We're on the floor, but we're doing booty. Booty on the floor. I would bring your towel up, wipe a little sweat, but we can do a little bit of upper body just for fun. So we will go back to another set of push-ups, don't you worry. It'll be more traditional set though. So the towel can be anywhere. Feet hip width apart, so hip bone width apart. Go ahead and exhale your low back into the mat. Float your hips up, so my butt's up about 3 to 4 inches. And then you guys know the fun part is pulling your heels towards your seat. Drag your heels towards your seat and go down inch, up an inch. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna change the foot position today. So we're just starting nice and easy. So a lot of times I have you guys squeezing something between your thighs. So because we don't have something, or if you want, you can grab a pillow, but every time you come up, you're drawing your knees in. They're not touching, but you're imagining squeezing something. You can get probably half of the amount of work. Your abdominals are contracting down. So it's not how high you get your butt, it's how contracted you keep your abdominal wall. Relaxing your face and jaw. 8, 7, nice. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the up position. I want you to heel toe your feet out 1 time. Your toes will turn slightly out, just a little bit out. Again, retuck your tail, lift your toes up off the ground, drag your heels towards your seat, and double time that lift. Up, up, up. So your feet are open, your knees are wide, you're still clenching your glutes. 10 like that. 9, you're just pulsing, pulsing, pulsing as I do a slow count. Good. 7, 6, 5, clench, drag your heels to your seat. 4, 3, we're gonna hold up, there is no down. 2, we're just changing our foot position. So we went from flex foot, put the toes down, now lift the heels up, tuck under, and it's lift, lift, a little slower, lift. Now every time you lift up, your knees go out, out, as if you had one of those thigh bands around your thighs. Circle bands around your thighs. All right, if you have a towel, this is totally optional, just so we don't do nothing with our upper body. I'm tearing the towel apart as I go up. Front ribs stay down. That's all I'm doing. I'm just tearing the towel. And then start moving your towel a couple inches so it's not straight over your chest, but I'm still tearing the towel. Ah! Come on, heels up. My ankles are shaking. I don't know if you can see that. 8, 7, 6, 5, keep breathing. 4, tearing the towel. 3, 2, hold right there. Hold, hold, hold. I'm contracting. Notice I'm not driving my hips up like yoga. I'm contracting my abs down. Knees are still open. I think my left glute is going to spasm here in a second. 5, 4, tear that towel. 3, 2, and roll down. Oh my gosh. All right, we will do a little yoga stretch in a second, but before we get up, take your feet together. Take your right thigh over left. We're going to do upside down cow face pose if you're a yogi. Bring your knees in. So this feels pretty good already. I want you to flex your feet, cup your hands, and take your hands underneath heel. And first, instead of tearing them apart, just draw your heels towards your hips and try to, with your mind, pull your knees towards your chest. That should be outer hip and glute full show. Now, if you want a little bit more, you start taking your heels up so that you're making a T position. I call this the wishbone stretch because it feels like you could snap your hips. So you just do you. Sometimes you feel it more lower, sometimes you feel it more higher. Take a breath. And we're just switching sides. No fancy transitions. Just switch it out. Thigh over thigh. Flex your feet. Cup hands underneath your heels. First, you hold them in and try to draw your knees towards your chest. Ugh. I definitely was using my left glute more. And bring it on up. Heel to heel or your own angle. Listen to your body. And remember, this side is going to be different a lot of times than your first side. So you don't try to match them. Whew. One more breath. Nice, you guys. All right, take one quick wall-to-wall stretch. Inhale. We're going to be making our way into downward dog. So I'm going to bring my knees in. I'm going to rock and roll. But if you need to do it a different way, you do it a different way. Step your feet into down dog. Oh my gosh, perfect timing for once. Spread all 10 fingers nice and wide. Pointer finger, thumb, foundation. Spin the eyes of your elbows forward. If you need to micro bend your knees, you can. But I want you scrubbing your feet laterally into that mat to stabilize the pelvis. Take one breath here. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips nice and square. Exhale your right foot forward. Spin your back heel down. We're going into warrior 2. So go ahead and cartwheel your hands up, warrior 2. If your knee is falling in, your front knee, just pick your back hip up. So I just pick the back hip up a little bit. Inhale, reverse. Nice, easy flow. Listen carefully. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Left hand to the sky, supported side angle. Inhale again, reverse. Keep that front knee bent. Option to go lower. Hand on the outside of the thigh if you'd like. One more time. Inhale. You pick your hand position. Could be on the inside of the thigh if you'd like. This time your arm, your top arm, your bicep is by your ear. I'm showing you backwards on purpose, because I never show you backwards. Good. Listen carefully. Listen. Take your top hand to 12. Float your hand down. Spin your back heel up. Yep, we're in that runner's lunge. Step the right foot to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Bend the knee, open the hip. Now your knee is up and your hip is open, but your right shoulder is down. So right and left shoulder are parallel to the top edge of your mat. Take a breath. Make sure the bottom heel is down. Inhale your right foot to the sky. Exhale, set it down, downward dog. Breathe. Nice, you guys. See, easy does it. Left leg, it's going to be the same thing. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Keep your hips square. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Spin the back heel down so the front heel bisects the center of the foot. Come on up into your warrior 2. Yes, now take a peek. If your knees, instead of just pushing your knee back, pick up the hip. It's not everybody, just some people. Inhale, reverse. Find that expansion the front side. First one, forearm is down, top hand to 12. Tuck your left glute under. Inhale, reverse. Option, you don't have to take it. Go to the outside of your foot. And the top hand can go 12, or if you really like to go bicep by the ear, you can. Inhale, keep the front knee bent. Inhale, reverse. Your choice. You can go thigh, back of the foot, or front of the foot. Hold here, breathe. Tuck your glutes under you wherever you are. Take your top hand to 12, and then you're just folding, right? So if your hand's on the thigh, you're still folding. Pick up that back heel, foundation, both hands. Send your left foot to the sky, open up the knee, and you're tucking your right glute under you actively. Make sure the left shoulder is parallel with the right shoulder. Take one more breath, just enjoy. Woo. Step left foot next to right. Soften the shoulders. Wow, I was shrugging my shoulders big time. And we're gonna do what we normally do at the top of class. We're gonna wave. So first, don't wave. First, just find your plank position, high plank. We're not gonna be here very long, so just hold. Now, pike back, downward dog. Inhale your heels to the sky. Wave out your back. Wave out your back. Nice. And then pike back. Keep going 2 or 3 more depending on your speed, depending on your mojo. Push with the pointer finger thumbs, please, please, please. Especially if you have sensitive wrists like I do. Yeah, just do one more wherever you are. One more. Woo. Nice. From there, put the knees down. Let's do one child's pose. Relax. You can put your elbows down. You can take true child's pose, which is putting your hands back by your feet if you'd like. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Don't get too comfortable. Roll on up. We got one more set of push-ups. So this is going to be 1 minute. We're going to the very end of this class. 1 minute push-ups. I don't care how you do them, as long as your plank is perfect and your form is solid. Toes, knees, corn cob push-ups, whatever. You guys ready? Set yourself up. Set. You got 1 minute on the clock. Hit it. Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Good job. If you want to just hold a plank, you can even do a forearm plank. If your wrists are shot, you can do a forearm plank and hold. Inhale, exhale. Belly button pulling in and up. Just keep moving. Nice. Head in line with the rest of your spine. Are you squeezing your glutes? The answer is yes. Whether you're on your knees or your toes, your butt is so tight. I could bounce a peso off of it. Keep going. Inhale, exhale. Keep going, keep going. You only have 15 more seconds, team. Maybe you get a little lower. Maybe you think about going 1 millimeter lower. Okay, stay with it, stay with it. Come on. Don't give up now. This is it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Sit back. Take a moment for yourself. We're not going back onto our back, so we're gonna stay upright. If you can sit on your heels, great. If you can't sit on your heels, you're up here. Kind of back strokes. Up, back, and around. Up, back, and around. So I don't want it to be like Pulp Fiction, you guys, with the arms bent. I want it way up, way, 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 way. Way, reaching through the side body. There you go. You can do Pulp Fiction after we shut off the video if you want. One more on each side. Nice. Roll out the shoulders. Take one arm in front. All that towel tearing, I feel this the most out of all the workouts is with the towels. Shoulder down away from the ear. If you have a hand open over here, see that right hand's open, you can put it down and up and down and up. Good. My glutes are like, they're so worked right now. And switch. Other arm in front, shoulder away from the ear. The straighter you get your arm, the more opening you're gonna get in that shoulder girdle. So even if your arm's out a little bit, that's better than having this elbow bent. Go ahead and play with the hand. Stay put. Hands right behind your back. Again, using your glutes so we don't dump into the lower back. Keep the wrists open and just open up the front of the shoulders. Now, do not do this. See that action? Tuck under, front ribs trying to stay in. And go ahead and shake out your wrists, have a seat any way you'd like, any way you'd like. Let's just take 3 breaths and we are out of here. Hands can be palms up. If you want to go hands on your chest or hands to heart center. All right, blow everything out of your nose. As you inhale, imagine taking in the energy not only from the earth, but the energy from our collective space, from the members of this live class. As you exhale, send out love and kindness. Inhaling again. Allow that energy to just fill every cell in your being. Exhaling out your love. Good vibes. Last one. All right, thank you guys for joining me. Thank yourself for showing up. You guys rock. I hope you feel good. A little different format today.